Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Nvidia, AMD, and Tesla. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames, and we use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like my videos, go to my website, sign up for the free membership for videos like this, email alerts when we do trade ideas, and when we do some live streaming sessions during the intraday action. We do some education. We have a lot of fun here trying to figure out which way these stocks are going using TA. So let's get right into the daily on Nvidia. Guys, you know, they had a downgrade, I believe, right here, came right back in, setting up pretty nice for a little more downside. I'd love to see a little more sideways action here before it comes in. But again, we broke this trend line. That's big. We're going to have to look at double bottom here right around the 95 bucks even number. Then we're going to have to see how this thing reacts. If it does come through there, close this down in here somewhere, and then follow through, I think we're going to go to 82 bucks, so watch for that. Again, if 95 holds, then you're hoping for a bounce, getting above the Fibonacci's here. Definitely got to get back above the MAs here, the 50 and the 20, fill the gap, and then possibly continue higher. You know, kind of like here, they broke it down, kind of chopped, hit it again, then floated up. But with a big bullish pattern like this, overall bearish, but when you have an up and sideways, a little bit bullish above the MAs, man, I thought for sure we were going to pop up and then we would have shorted here and went down right, went then something like that, but never got the pop. They dropped it instead. Now it's starting to head down. Again, nothing wrong with this one. We'll see how it reacts around 95 bucks. But if you're bearish, you need it to crack this and then start heading down, then you'll be in this area with no problem at all. SPY starts to sell, it could be even get a little uglier. So just keep an eye on this one. We'll see how it reacts around the 95 and then go from there. If you're bullish, you need to get back above the MAs and then continue up. Again, this is in, it could go either way right now. We could click over and go up if the markets rally tomorrow, or we could click over and come down if the markets sell. A lot of stuff's going to be a market trade, guys, so keep an eye on the SPY. We only had 67 million today, so it was a light day, so a lot of these stocks are chopping and slopping. AMD, we talked about the 50 and the 20 MA. As long as it stayed above there, this thing wasn't bad. We still came down, slightly bearish pattern, even though we were above the MAs, which puts us in a bullish stance. Still overall pattern was slightly bearish. We pulled back on the downgrade from GS, I believe it was. Now we're going sideways. I'd like to see this thing go another 4 or 5 days sideways, setting up for the next leg down. Let's see how it works at 1238, which is the double bottom pivot. If it gets through there, then, guys, you got a little bit of a gap fill right here, right around the 1225, and then, gosh, you got a gap fill right here around 1037. If it makes it there, we're coming down here somewhere right around 941 or so like that. Watch out for that. If you are bullish on this one, tighten that stop if you start seeing that thing sliding. But if you're bullish, you need to get it back above the MAs, fill the gap, get over this pivot at the 15 or 1475 area, fill the next gap at 15 bucks or so right in that area, and then shoot for the double top. Next area of resistance will be right around 1622. So if it goes up, you still have a lot of resistance. We'll see how it reacts once it gets up there. Just like we're watching for when this thing gets double bottom. Does it set up sideways or just kind of cracks through and goes down? There's not a lot down here. Let's turn off this here. This was more of a short-term fib. I'm going to go into the bigger, from this pivot to the high pivot, just to see what we're looking at. Yeah, so we'll have some resistance or support, 1176, 1098, or 1095, and then this gap fill right here around 1037. So, again, you got to get past here. You are below the MA, so it's a little bit of a weaker stance. Let's see what this thing does. I mean, tomorrow we could pop right up and get up, fill the gap, and continue up. Again, we'll get another piece of the puzzle. We'll try to put it together. But right now, this is slightly bearish. You do have a little tail here where we could possibly get a little more up prices. But again, it's going to be a market trade. Markets bomb. This thing's going down. Markets go up. This thing could possibly go up. Still have a lot of resistance, a lot of support either way. Right now, you're just in a chop zone, chopping around. Let's see if we can get more of that in the next week or so. Or do we break up or break down? Again, tomorrow we'll know more with each and every piece of the puzzle that we get as the market goes on and continues the week. Tomorrow will be Tuesday, and let's see what it brings on this one. A little bit weak today, so you got to respect it, but this thing keeps setting up, guys. I believe lower prices to come in AMD. I have no position in this, so I can care less either way. I'm just trying to help a lot of people out who've been sending me emails saying, hey, can you do AMD? Can you do a video? So that's what I'm seeing right now. Everyone's a little bit pissed about Goldman Sachs, but after a big move like this, guys, you go straight up. Even on the monthly, guys, monthly's still stretched. I mean, you're into some big resistance, so you got to respect that as a chart guy. And after you make that run up for $1.63, gosh, you got to expect a pullback, guys. And I still think we're going to $9.45 to $10. So just be aware of that. And if we don't, great. If it goes up, then we'll be looking to short again up here. And I'm hoping it goes down into this area around $7, 6.50, and I could buy down. Then I'll be a buyer somewhere down in here as well on the Nvda. But markets have to go up while this goes up, so that's the big play here, guys. Markets dump, everything's going lower. Let's go into Tesla. This one just keeps going, guys, on news. Every day it's a new piece of news. It's almost like Amazon. Straight up, more news, more upgrades. Next thing you know, well, he did a buyback, more news, sold as many cars, this and that. It's pretty incredible, guys, what's happening here with this one. But again, I've been telling everybody for the last week or so, if you're up here at the 300 and you're down in here, take something off the table, guys, please. I don't care if you're, a millionaire or whatever, you got to take some profits on this one. Even just take half off. If it comes back down again, you get 30 bucks, 40 bucks on it, buy it again. No big deal. If it goes up a little bit more, no big deal. The SPY starts to sell, the markets come in, they're all coming in, guys, and you'll get lower prices regardless. It's almost time for the spider to sell, and we're real close here. Could happen any day. Got to watch the volume and stuff like that, and that's how you got to play these charts here. And plus, Tesla stretched on the daily. Go to the weekly. Starting to get stretched here a little bit further. Might have a little more, maybe 220. I mean, you can't rule it out. Monthly chart though, look at that stretch too. That's at 227. This thing's almost stretched 100 bucks on that. But look at this, up, down, up, down, up, down. Not bad, choppy, sloppy, bullish action here. Let's see if we can continue going. Like I said, on the weekly, that's the one I'm following here. Weekly, I need to close up here somewhere on Friday. If it closes down in here somewhere, it gets back below the highs, then I believe that was a false breakout that it could possibly be going lower. So keep tighten the stops on Tesla, guys. You don't want to wake up with a bloodbath. I'm sure we'll get more news and someone will come out and upgrade them again. But don't get crazy as a bull thinking this thing's never going to stop, because one day it will, and the next thing you know, it's down here at 180, 200, and the next thing you know, it's $150 stocking, and you're like, damn, I wish I would have covered that. That would have been great. So just remember to take profits. That's all I'm saying. I could care less if you do or don't. I'm just saying to help some people out, take some money off the table, let it come down lower. So, all right, guys. Well, those are the three I'm covering today. If you like these videos, again, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership for more stuff like this. We've been having a lot of fun through our intraday action as well, picking stocks, new swing trades, just looking at a lot of different stuff for a couple hours on the intraday trade. And I've been having a lot of fun. So if you're not a member, sign up. You'll get the email alert before the live session. It's been a lot of fun. We'd love to have you to join and come to the session, and let's pick some stocks and try to figure out which way these things are going. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching my video. God bless. See you on the charts.